Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Hunter Elliott here. I hope everybody's doing well. This afternoon I'm finalizing my review of the Gen 2 Hi-Point JHP Gen 45 Auto. Before we get started on anything, first thing I want to show you is the 10-round detachable box magazine is empty and out. I have locked the slide to the rear. I've ensured the gun is clear and it is still pointed in a safe direction, so we know we're all safe here. Let's start off with the specifications. The barrel length is now 5.2 inches because it is threaded 5.78 by 28, which is your standard threads for 45 auto. Your weight is 49 ounces. Yep, it's still got some heft to it. Remember, Hi-Points are direct blowback, so you got to have a healthy slide and a good strong recoil spring because it is not lock breech, direct blowback. Overall length is 8.5 inches. Capacity 10+1. Incidentally, the 10-round magazine that comes with this pistol is also interchangeable with the Hi-Point carbine in 45 auto. Trigger broke pretty clean, 6 pounds. It didn't have right much take up and some over travel. And now we've got a really nice true 1913 Picatinny rail. This pistol is plus P rated. As far as the manual of arms goes, and for that matter, as far as reliability and accuracy, it's pretty much the same as the JHP. You've got your safety here, still got a magazine disconnect, which I'm still not a fan of. You can see how they have added some new angles to the top of the slide, some forward cocking serrations. They've got a new texturing here on the grip, and the sights are a little different. Let's talk about that. Got a nice front sight here, got some yellow coloration, but if you don't like that, I'm told that it'll interchange with anything that'll fit a Glock. Your rear sight here, nice little 2 red dots. It's adjustable for windage and elevation, but you can also remove it and add a mount that will hold your red dot if you're so inclined. Hi-Point, as always, lifetime warranty, made in America. So let's talk about the gun. Now we've got probably about 400 rounds downrange all total, from just some standard pressure 230 ball from Defender to some plus P stuff from Double Tap. Jacket hollow points, the whole 9 yards. Throughout the review, we shot that. We used it, had the Liberty Suppressor's Cosmic Silencer on the gun. There were no misfeeds, there were no malfunctions, there were no problems with or without the can, regardless of what ammunition we run. Something to note is, because you do have kind of a larger slide, when you mount the can on it, you don't have to try to incorporate some silencer sights or shoot through the can. You still got enough clearance on this Liberty Suppressor's Cosmic that you can use the sights, which that is something to be said for. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, it's been redesigned. Yes, it is more attractive than the original JHP. It's probably still not going to win any beauty contests, but I don't think now it's going to come in last place. But it's still a Hi-Point, and it's still got a lot of haters, and let's touch on that real quick. And I say this, I think, almost every Hi-Point video. The gun community, y'all, we're in this together. We've got enough enemies between crooked politicians and rust and all this after our rights and after our guns to where this infighting is ridiculous. We need to be looking out for one another. Now, with an MSRP of $225, this is a budget-friendly gun for somebody. So if you're on a tight budget, but you want something that you're going to believe is going to be reliable and reasonably accurate, then this is not a bad option. 25 yards, we're getting 3-inch groups, averaging about here and there. Like I said, it's pretty on par with the original JHP as far as functionality and accuracy. So you absolutely should not be getting on somebody for buying a Hi-Point. You know, if it has a problem, in the rare event there is one, they've got a no questions asked lifetime warranty. So something goes south, you get Hi-Point on the horn, they're gonna look out for you. I got an idea. If you are one of these Hi-Point haters and you're watching this, scrape up 200 bucks, give or take, and buy one. And try it and see what you think. And if you still just absolutely hate it, at least next time you're hating on them, which you ought not to be, and somebody says, well, have you ever shot one? You ever own one? You can say yeah. And you can sell the daggum thing and probably get most or all your money back. Growing up, I thought I hated collard greens, but I'd never really tried them. I just listened to what other people say. And I remember my grandma made a mess of collard greens and man, they were good. So, you know, I was a hard-headed youngin'. It was hard for me to be open. Hell, I'm a hard-headed grown-up now. Kind of chronologically, I'm grown up. But sometimes it is hard to be open-minded, and sometimes it's hard to admit that maybe my initial impressions or what I've been told or heard or want to believe is not entirely correct. So learn for yourself. Don't take what some idiot on some gun forum or on YouTube or social media says. Learn for yourself. You know, we've got some good upgrades on this with the Picatinny rail and a threaded barrel. So, you know, if somebody wanted to have this as a home defense, self-defense for their cabin, their house, their truck, you know, you can now mount your light, you can mount a can, which I'm a huge fan of. And it's going to serve its purpose. And if something happens to it, you know, you're not out a pile of money. So, you know, as always, people look at these as truck guns or boat guns, or, you know, keep it in their hunting cabin or whatever. And 10+1, 45 auto, y'all, is still pretty daggum good medicine. So take the Hi-Point challenge. I think I just coined that. Take the Hi-Point challenge. If you hate one, buy one, try it with an honest, open mind. And if you hate it, then you can sell it and recoup some of all your money. But anyway, as always, there's going to be an article on rangehot.com that's going to have the tech specs and information and photos and all that sort of stuff. So if you feel like I glossed over something a little too quick or I didn't touch on something, just go to that article, check that out. I'll also link to the review I did on the Liberty Suppressors Cosmic. This is a fine 45 auto plus can. Very, very solid multi-caliber can. So that's going to be on there. Read the article. I've done enough Hi-Point reviews. Now at this point, I kind of know what to expect, and this one did not disappoint. So anyway, I'm gonna let it go at that. So I want y'all to take care of yourselves and each other. I look forward to seeing you at the range.